We're back live. We're back. Let me just put myself into a party. And then we can accept Manic's invite. I'm on my way now. There we go. I'm on my way. Let's get the other stream shared.
Okay, so we'll cool the car, go to the grid, you can test your drink, static pipe point burn when you arrive on the grid. Turn 7, that left toggle was too much.
Right, so hopefully, because I've joined after everybody started, hopefully that don't put me in a car. I'm hoping and praying it doesn't. I shared the stream. I've started a new one. Let me know if you can hear me all right, guys. Let me know if I'm coming through all nice and clear. And here we go. Look, join just for the formation lap. Boom. And the time that better. Thank you, Hilly. Hello, Frank. How you doing, mate? Frank, you confirm. Do I pick a driver of the day for the sprint and the feature? Let us know, because I've already picked. If I do, Rostocker, you little legend. How are you, buddy? Absolute fantastic drive from the Stocker yesterday. Tyres, yes, coming up right now, Rostocker. There we go. There's your tyres. We've got a couple on the soft tyre. Yeah, just my driver of the day for the sprint. I'll put it in the chat later on. Frank was Milan. Milan was my driver of the day. Come from 15th. I'm literally finished 0.016 behind Tuck. What a finish! If you missed it. Telemetry. We don't need that up. We don't. That's the interval. We're all right there. We got that. That's it. Bosh. We're ready to go. But yeah, fantastic drive from Stocker yesterday. Those who didn't see it, by all means, go back. And the guy was facing the wrong way around the end of lap 1, and come back and finish. Was it third? Stocker fourth, just missed the podium. Great drive from Stocker yesterday. We don't expect nothing less from Rostocker, do we, guys? Do we, Big Frank? So, right, run through the grid quickly. Call Me Arkid, Friar Tuck, Milan, Diablo, Pleving, Trouser, Craig MC, Rattigan, who was spitting. He actually got a 3-second time penalty to put him down in 8th. Iani, Scotty MT, Brad, Matt F1 UK, Stapes, Rumsky, F1 Dave Riley, Reevesky, Maggers, Preeks and Prowler. Absolute carnage on lap 1. Iani's missed. He missed again. He missed in the sprint. So right, on board. There we go. Call Me Arkin will kind of start. Rattigan may not have a setup on. Whoa. These stuff. Whoa. Tuck had a little bit of ice skating off the start there was Tuck. We're flying down to turn 1. Let's see how we get around all cleanly. A little bit of tappage on the back. Let's race through where the bunch of cars are. We've got 2 blue cars who I believe are teammates. They're side by side. Craig MC and Brad. How Scotty got on. Scotty's lost out to Brad this time. Scotty's in the red car there, I believe. Scotty and Brad are going hammer and tongue at it. No, I ain't even had dinner yet, mate. I haven't had dinner. No. Oh, Iani's gone flying down the field now. What's happened to him? It's absolute going mad. Look at the colours. Look at the colours. Rattigan's falling down the pack. Matt F1's making moves on his soft tyre. Wants to get these going as quick as he can. Rattigan kind of opened the door for him there, going wide. And Matt is not one to say no. You got Scotty just in front of him. Scotty's had a pretty decent start. Let's have a look. Who's position change? Rad up 4. Iani down 8. Creeks up 3. I had my dinner 3 hours ago. You eat too early in the UK. I'll be having my dinner soon as once I finish this race, mate. Be about 10 o'clock, half 10. But I eat dinner here. 2 toffee crisps after Stephen. You're a legend, mate. I've got lemon chicken, crispy coated lemon chicken tonight. I have with a little bit of rice, rice, baby. And obviously you got to slap a bit of sweet chili sauce on that as well. Then we got the Trousers making these moves now. I don't like Ferrero Rocher, Stephen. I do not like. I'm not a great chocolate lover. I'm sweet enough, Stephen. I don't need to eat chocolate. My brother Gaz would tell you that. So, Call Me our kid coming out. He's got Milan right over the back of him. Milan's not letting him have it all his own way, even though we're only 2 laps into the race. He's not letting Call Me our kid. And I believe with driver, not no disrespect to anybody else, but I don't think Milan Trouser will be letting Call Me our kid have it all his own way like he did in the sprint. I just straight up don't like peanuts, Frank. All peanuts. I do love an after 8, Stephen. You've smashed it out of the park now. I'll say I'm not a chocolate lover, but if there are after 8s on the table, I'll smash the granny out of them, I would. Not gonna lie. Here goes Matt F1 now on his soft tyre. Made the move down the inside of Brad. We're going to get DRS this time round. Milan fastest lap. Milan on the fastest lap. Caution, caution, caution. Caution. There's a car, and Dave Riley's had another moment to add to his moment he had in the sprint race. Going to sit on board with we're going to sit on board with F1 UK because he's going to get some decent drive out of here now. But look at the cars in front of him. Now look, the front two, and why are we seeing all that? Milan has made a move in front of Call Me Arkid. Oh, of course, Stephen. Of course, you have to put them back in. You eat the chocolate, and then you put what you've left. You put it back in its slot, and you end up with a pack of empty after 8 shells. Always, mate. There we go. Trouser in 3rd, Diablo in 4th, Plevenk in 5th, Fire Tuck. He's got Matt F1 UK. You know what I always used to do as well? My wife, she likes Smarties. So whenever she buys Smarties, I'll open them, tip them all out. I'll eat all the orange ones, and then I'll throw all the rest back in. I'm that kind of guy, Stephen. I'll eat all the orange Smarties. So Matt F1 now is going to want to use this soft tyre to get a decent drive out of this last corner now and put pressure on the 2 cars behind, because I don't think Plevenk's going to pick up DRS. He's fell out that 1 second window, but Matt F1 UK, Matty didn't have a great drive out that last corner. He's going to be ruining that, and just to run on board with him, we can see F1 and we can see Tuck, making his move. There we go. That's where this is. That part of the track there is where Matt F1, where his tyres will come into play, but it looks like these 2 cars in front of him have got fast cars in a straight line. You've got Brad and Scotty just on the back of this pack now. They're all trying to... Now look, Trousers at the front of this DRS train now, because these 2 have just sped off in front. I think we're going to have a race-long battle between Milan and Call Me Arkid, because as we can see, Call Me Arkid's got his position back, and I suppose that's just all that's all about DRS. Oh, Diablo holding up 4th place on his hard tyre. Damn, he's got them working very quickly. As we see in this sprint race, it took a bit of time for Scotty's to get up to scratch. And Diablo's making his hard tyre do the business, doing bits in 4th place is Diablo. Trousers falling slightly behind, and here we go. We're going to jump on board with Milan. I very much doubt Milan's going to make a move now. But this is where he will make his move. And as I mentioned there, while we was waiting to join this other lobby, I like Bahrain because Milan will get DRS now. He will move in front of Call Me Arkid. But then once they get around the corner and up the next straight, the car behind gets the DRS. Like, for example, in Canada, when you go down the back straight and then you go through the Wall of Champions chicane, you then get the DRS for the main straight, which I think is absolute liberty. It should be like this. 2 different straights, 2 different drivers can get DRS. Trousers now coming under pressure from Diablo's doing absolute monsters here on his hard tyre. Wow. Position change. Matt F1 UK, he's made them soft tyres work. It's exactly what he wanted to do. Made them soft tyres work. He's found 6 places now from where we first started. Diablo, he's going to come now. Trouser and everyone's going to get the DRS behind him. Let's get rid of that. Got Prowler at the back of the pack. He's got Riley in front of him. He's got Iani in front of him. He's got Reefski in front of him. And they've got Maga. Maga's in 15th. We've got Priggs in 14th. Rumsky in 13th. Stapes in 12th. At least he's had a decent opener, and now he had a terrible opening set of laps in the sprint. We've got Craig MC, who's just behind Rattigan. Rattigan's fallen 5 seconds behind Plevink. Wow, that's a huge gap after 6 laps. I don't know what's happened there. And you've got Plevink, who's kind of in a little bit of his own at the minute because he fell behind Brad, and you've got Brady and Scotty next to each other as they were near enough for the whole sprint. You've got Scotty in 7th, you've got Matt F1 UK in 6th, you've got Friar Tuck in 5th, Diablo in 4th. Trousers managed to get that 3rd place back, and they've also dropped that gap down from 2.7 to 2.2. So is it these two battling at the front? And it looks like Trouser is slowly reeling them in. But what Trouser doesn't want, he doesn't want to be coming under attack from the cars behind. That's what he needs to do. He needs to try and attack the cars in front and not defend from the cars behind. Because the more defending he does, the further these two up front are going to get away. Umi Arkid, is he going to make a move? No, he's too far back at the minute. But Lamb rides the curve nicely there. This was a brutal corner. If you catch the inside curve there, you always spin out. Umi Arkid now is just going to try and set himself up. Get as close as we can. Pick up the DRS. And then could we have a yo-yo battle as we did last time? Umi Arkid will take Milan. Then Milan takes him back. And we've got flashing lights already. This is going to be like taking candy from a baby. Done it already, look. That's not what Manic wants. Manic wants these two to be battling all the way down into turn 1. But now, is this where Manic gains his time? Because is Milan going to come back at him and battle him up into turn 3 or 4? One of the turns. There you go, look. And that answers the question. Look, Manic's pulled 2 seconds now. And he's managed to stave off Diablo. Friar Tuck and Matt F1 UK are going side by side. Having big battles here, and Scotty NT's. Oh, and Matt F1 UK's got into the barrier. Matt F1 UK's in the barrier. We didn't see slightly what happened there. We just jumped off. He's lost a ton of places now. Has he still got a wing on board? Gets it over. He's TP. He's lost both end plates. He's got to come in and pit. Yeah, we'll get off them soft tyres also, I believe. If you're listening, Matt, make sure you go into your the driver thing and make sure you change your wing mate, because sometimes it does, and he's struggling really bad now, is Matt. Just needs to get it round as clean as he can. Rattigan now and Stapes are going at it. These two boys Call Me Arkid and Milan out up front. I said these two were going to take some beating tonight, and it's proven so after 7 laps of this race. Trousers fell back, and he's got Diablo right up the back. Right up the back. Yeah, I don't think Matty's in the chat, mate, but hopefully he changes it, bud. He's coming around now. We'll try and jump back on board with him. Call Me Arkid and Milan. Did Milan stave it off that time? Or did Call Me Arkid wait and preserve? Nope, he's managed to stave it off. Let's go jump on board with Matt. Let's see if it changes it for him. Yeah, the guy's there with the wing in hand. Boom, that's good. That's good for Matt. So we've got Trouser now, who's lost his position, lost that podium to Diablo. And now this is where Diablo's tyres are going to stop. Well, it looks like they've been coming into their own ever since lap 1. But his tyres now are going to be this lap or maybe the next lap. They're going to be the tyres to be on. Freaks is still flying around on his soft tyre. Okay, so you had Freaks and Matt F1 UK, both the Orion boys, started on the soft tyre. Was that a TP call? We don't know. So Matt's flipped onto the hard tyre now. That should be Matt to the end of the race. Again, we don't wish for it, but Matt will be hoping some kind of safety car or something to get himself back into this race. Here goes Call Me Arkid and Milan. What does Call Me Arkid do this time round? We'll jump on board with him, man. He's got some wicked overspeed there. He's got some great overspeed, but Trouser seems to be a bit further on back. And right, Brad's the first man to show. Brad's the first man to show his hand. He's pit on lap 9 off his medium tyre. Now, look, he pit from 6th, I believe that was, or 7th. Let's see where he comes. Let's see where he comes out, and let's see if the undercut is huge. Because maybe he'll come out in a little bit of traffic. He may come out with Prowler alongside him. Let's have a look. Yep, so he's just got to deal with one car, and then he's got 6 seconds of clear air in front of him to put this hard tyre to good use. Call Me Arkid did manage. Oh yeah, no, we see that. We did see that. Trousers fell slightly off the back, off Diablo. He ain't going to be able to make, well, he'll be able to make moves soon. Ah, but look at that. Diablo's managed to pull that in. That was 2 seconds, 2.3 seconds. Diablo's now managed to get that down into DRS. So could this be showing you now that the hard tyre is the one to be on? And as Frank just called into the chat, that you could be in puncher territory with the people doing the one stop on mediums. I know, really harsh on your tyres, Bahrain. Has he managed to get the DRS, or did he fall just out of it? Oh no, he fell out of it. But Call Me Arkid has managed to hold off Milan this time round. Oh, we had a big tank slapper on the exit. This is going to be Milan all day long now, unless Call Me Arkid can hold him off. Let's jump up. No, he tucks himself behind, but that's brought Diablo right back into this. And let's not forget about track. And Scotty MT. Scotty MT's pulled himself up into 5th. Championship leader. Championship leader Scotty. It's blatantly him saying, hey, there's not enough points in the sprint for me. I bring my form in the main race, I do. He's got himself up into 5th now. Look at that. Championship leader Scotty. Got Fire Tuck just behind him, who had that fantastic finish with Milan in the sprint race. Pleving, Ratigan, Stapes, Lumsky, and we've got a big chain here right behind Ratigan. And Ratigan's now fell 9 seconds behind Pleving. There's a big, huge gap. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars behind him ready to pick up and overtake him. And there he is. There he is, just in the background there. DSL Brad, who's the first man to pit off his tyre. And if we can, leader, he's 26 seconds behind the leader. What does it take? 23. And Call Me Arkid's gone. Call Me Arkid's gone in the pit. Call Me Arkid's pit, so he's shown first. Scotty MT's pit as well. So Scotty MT's trying to undercut these cars in front of him. Now, let's see where Brad comes out compared to Scotty MT. There's Brad in that blue car coming down the straight. The only thing with Brad, he's got a few cars in front of him. His teammates pit. And also, what you got to realise is with the... no, he hasn't managed to undercut them in front of him. What you got to also realise is even though your teammate's in the same car, that doesn't put you in the same box. So maybe not so much like this, but when you have a safety car or anything like that and you all pit, a lot of people can get double stacked with a car in front. It's the only thing about running multiplayer cars. Diablo's took... Aye, Diablo. Diablo's moved himself into... He's looking good tonight, is Diablo. He's looking very good. Still got a few more laps of that hard tyre left, and then he's going to be coming out. He's going to be coming out on the medium tyre. But now we go back to this. At Kulmiakis, 22 seconds behind. 22 seconds behind Diablo. But then when Diablo comes out, he will be on the faster tyre. What you're talking, they've gone lap 10, most of the boys. So he's going to go to at least lap 18, 19 is Diablo. And in that time, Kulmiakid will be reeling him in. And it's just going to be a shootout right to the end. Trousers stayed out. Oh, is it your driver, Rostocker? Is Diablo your driver? Trousers putting him under pressure now. Fastest lap, DSL Brad. Well, Bradders with the fastest lap. Milan's now pit. Milan's just coming out the pit now, and let's see how far he's come. No, he's come out in front of Kulmiakid. Milan has come out in front of Kulmiakid, and he's managed to... Oh! I think that was Kulmiakid's wing. I think that was Kulmiakid's end plate. Yes, it was. That's not what he wanted. He's lost his end plate as Kulmiakid. No. Let's jump on board with Trouser. Battling Diablo. Trouser could be pulling into the pit. Maybe this lap. DSL Brad he's struggling now. Kulmiakid. That's going to ruin his race. Definitely Diablo's not going to pit. The Trouser peel off into the pit. Could be a smart move there from Trouser, knowing that he's in DRS range. And he's just using, for these last couple of laps before he pits, he's just using Diablo to pull him along from those boys behind. Because he's got 22 seconds to Stapes behind. There's Manic. I don't think Manic wants to overtake Diablo. Stapes is now pit. Reevski's overtook Rattigan. So is Milan. So is Manic going to try an absolute whirlwind and maybe push it a few more laps and maybe go onto the soft? I very much doubt it. No way can you do a medium to soft. But the way Manic's going, he'll have the stronger medium at the end of the race. Like, look at that. Brad's already got 4 laps on his. At the end of this lap, he's going to have 5. Scotty will have 3 laps. So Manic will have the fresher, hard tyre at the end of the race. But for each lap he's going round now, he is losing time to Milan, because Milan has now cleared Reevski and Scotty. So he's basically got a clear track. He's got 18 seconds worth of clear track in front of him as Milan. Scotty's now took Reevski also. Reevski still needs to pit. Reevski and Brad are going at it, and Manic now shows pit. Manic now shows pit. Slow it down, there you go, Manic. Fire Tuck stays out. Wow, Fire Tuck has stayed out. But let's not count out Scotty. Scotty's only 1.2 behind Milan. 1.2 seconds behind Milan. He just wants to pull him in, get into that DRS. Yeah, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. And where's Manic come out? Manic's come out in third. What a stint there by Manic. He's come out in third place. Some fantastic driving from Manic. Needs about half a lap to get these tyres warmed up. Now, that has put Manic in a strong position to go for the W now. He'll have to stave off Milan, and Brad's now got himself in front of Scotty. Kud's still getting round, albeit with only one end plate on his car. But maybe I think he's finding enough downforce to get his car around the corner, but that has all but written off his chances of the win tonight. Depends on how long does Diablo stay out. He can't pit yet because the mediums won't go that long. Because it's, what, 15 and a half laps. But yeah, I agree with you completely there, Rostocker. He's got an absolute fantastic racing IQ as Manic. And that's us. And I think, was it staying out them couple of laps and getting the DRS off Diablo that's helped him come out in front of Milan, Brad and Scotty? Because look, he's got 5 lap fresher tyres than Brad, for example. Okay, he's going to come under pressure now. With the DRS, he's going to come under huge pressure from Milan. He'll jump on board with Brad. Brad's going to try and go for a double. Is at least going to go for Trouser. No, he's not. Got Scotty just behind. Now Trouser's going to get a second snippet now at Milan, so we'll stay on board with Brad and watch this play out. Is he making gains? Trouser, yes he is. He's going to get the position back. Puts it down the inside. Oh, but he went slightly wide and Milan's managed to get the place back. Milan's managed to get the place back, but Trouser will be okay with that. Trouser will be okay with that. But let's not forget about this guy up front now. Look, he has 23 seconds of lead. These guys are battling, and they're going to be battling now for the next few laps. I reckon lap 18, Diablo will be pitting, possibly. So that's 3 more laps of these guys battling like they are now. And all that's going to do is extend. And he's done it again. He's done it again, Trouser. Oh, and that's great driving there from them two. 2 wide through that corner. That is absolutely fantastic driving, that is. And it's now nearly 24 seconds as Diablo. Manic's going to come under pressure again with the DRS. Okay, Call Me Arkid's still going along nicely. We're going to jump on board with Scotty now and watch all of this. Milan makes his move. Brad's still at the moment saying he's not getting involved in that. Now let's flick on board with Brad, because Trouser's got an absolute fantastic drive over Milan, and it's again going to stick it down the inside. Doubt he'll do the same thing twice and go deep. But Milan's gone for the cutback again. That's absolute fantastic driving there from Milan. Fantastic there from Milan. That's twice now he's managed to cut back. Scotty and Brad at the moment just can't do anything with these two battling in front, and that's now pulled in Call Me Arkid. Reefski's now pulled in, but believe that Reefski's still got a pit again. Yes, he has. Now back on board with Brad. Is Trouser going to make his move? He's a clever man, Trouser. He saved it that time round. He could have easily got Milan there, but I think he's actually pulled out and he's waited now to do his move on the pit straight. Call Me Arkid and Scotty MT are going at it. Here goes Scotty MT, and look, Call Me Arkid's just behind him. Call Me Arkid's gaining. He's made the move down the inside as Call Me Arkid, and I think he's managed to get the DRS, and that, nope, still got Scotty in. Here goes Trouser. Oh, Milan had a great drive out of that last corner, but Trouser will still manage to reel him in. Is Brad going to try and make a move? That's what Trouser needs. Trouser needs, ideally he wants to speed off now. And I think he may have enough time here now. I think he's got enough. I think he's got enough to stave off. He's run wide a few times into that corner as But yeah, I was saying there, what Manic would have wanted there is him to overtake Milan and then Milan to get attacked by Brad, which looks like he is now. This is what, now look, Manic's got 7 attempts, so that cancels out an overtake attempt on this straight with the DRS from Milan on Trouser. But can Brad? No, Brad won't be able to get Milan because Milan's picked up DRS from Manic. But this is what Manic's race hinges on now, because they're now reeling in Diablo. They're now reeling in Diablo. They've now pushed it under the 23-second mark. Scotty has got Call Me Arcade all over the back of him. Lovely to see down here as well, Matt F1 UK. Put himself now back into the race, back up into 15th, got his head down, kept it going, round and around. Big shout out to 1 Minute Matt. Fantastic, buddy. So right, Trouser, fastest lap, Trouser's making his move. But here goes Milan making his move. Is he going to come under attack from Brad? Yes, he is. Oh, Brad just hits the slight tap of Milan. And Diablo come out in the pit. Diablo pit and come out in front. And he's on the faster tyre. Whoa. And he come in lap 17, not 18. So, this fight now between Diablo. How long can his tyres last? And why they're at their freshest point? What kind of gap can he pull out on these guys behind? It's been an absolute great drive from Diablo. Absolute fantastic drive. Caution sector 2, caution sector 2. I think that's Dave Riley, is it? Or Mag. Yellow car, who's the yellow car? But no, it's okay, we're all back to green now. So he's out of DRS. And that's what Manic wants. Manic doesn't want Milan to pick up the DRS from Diablo, which at the moment he doesn't look like he's nowhere near doing. They're all pretty even now. All got about half a second in between them. Manic should be able to get this move done. Brad's fell right off the back, so they don't have to worry now. Trading fastest laps on Milan and Trouser. And he got his move done quite a lot before the corner there, so he might have a decent gap. And look, he's pulled nearly in that DRS of Diablo. Milan going to come back at him. No, Milan's too far back. So this is what Trouser needs to do now. Trouser needs to put in a couple of sectors of his life to try and get on the back of Diablo and use that DRS. Oh, I thought he was going to slide there. He needs to pull in Diablo and get Diablo to pull him along with DRS. But Diablo's pulled out 2 tenths on that corner. So it's not going to be this time round. But then he's pulled a decent gap on Milan there. Milan may pull within him now. I do apologise, boys. I know we've got loads of other drivers in this race, but at the moment I can't take my eyes off this battle between Trouser, Milan, Brad, Scotty, Call Me Arcade. We'll leave it a few more laps and we'll try and run through the pack. I want to get everybody on screen as much as I can, but at the moment I just find we're in a crucial part of this race, and Diablo's now pulled it out to 2 seconds. So that plan of catching the DRS off Diablo is a non-starter for the time being. And here goes Milan, and now Brad's a little bit closer now as well. Diablo's set to fastest lap on a 1:30.6. I think Milan's going to decide to wait for this next straight to try and make his move. But he's got a decent exit there as Trouser. I don't think Milan's going to be close enough. I don't think Milan's going to be close enough to make his move. No, he's not. And he slightly goes deep and misses the apex there, but he's alright. He's staved off. Brad's not close enough to make any move. Scotty MT and Call Me Arcade are just sitting there watching all of this play out. They're kind of stuck in a DRS train at the moment. And Brad's got right up the back now of Milan. But again, on the exit, Milan seems to have pulled out. And now Diablo's pulled 2.6 seconds. So Diablo looks as if he could be running away with this at the moment. There he is, look. Can't even see. Oh, you just see Manic in the background there. He's now pulled it out to nearly 3 seconds. These medium tyres are doing what Diablo needs them to do. And Milan's a lot closer now, so is Brad. With these differentials that they are, Manic could be a victim here for losing 2 places, because I believe they're both close enough. And Scotty has now fell out the 1 second. He's just clawed it back. But I think Manic could come under attack from both of these cars now. Albeit Brad didn't have a great exit there. But can he get a double toe? Now, this is where it's going to be difficult now for Brad, because Manic's going to get the DRS. Manic's going to get the DRS. Weavski finally pits like 20 laps on the hard. Kudos to you, buddy. So just while we're here now, lap 21. So look, we've got Diablo in first, running away with it at the minute, 3 second gap. We've got Milan, who's having a mega battle with Trouser. Brad's going to get involved in this. Scotty's going to want to get himself involved. Paul Miarkid, an absolute massive shout out to Paul Miarkid. Let's not forget, he lost one of his end plates about 10 laps ago. So massive shout out to Paul Miarkid. Fire Touch just there, he's got a 12 second gap. He's got Plevenk all over the back of him. And then 7 seconds behind him is Rumsky. Then you've got a 5 second gap kind of spread out here, further back down the field. You've got Stapes, then you've got Craig MC, he's got Weavski all over the back of him. He's pitted onto the soft tyre. He's gone on the, bit too much grip there. He's gone the medium soft strategy as Weavski, and he gets his move done. Got F1 Dave Riley down in 13th, Matt F1 UK in 14th, Rattigan in 15th. Hasn't had a strong main race than he did in the sprint race. He was looking good in the sprint race. We've got Maga down in 16th, all over the back and on the faster tyre than Rattigan. We've got Iani down there in 17th. We've got Preeks in 18th. And we've got Prowler in 19th. Still going around. Big shout out there to Prowler. So right, back to this battle up front. Milan looks like he's gone very deep there. He's going to come under hell of a pressure now. Hell of pressure from Manic. Is Manic going to have enough in him to make his move? Manic don't send cars diving down the inside. Manic, as Rostocker said earlier, has got a great racing IQ. He just doesn't stick with his car where it shouldn't be. He'll wait and he'll pick his moment to make a perfect overtake. Maybe on lap 28, 29, we could be saying different, but for the moment, he'll leave it behind for the minute. Scotty MT's now clawed that 8 temps down to 4 temps. He's going to start getting himself involved in this. We've got Rattigan and Maga at the back of the pack. They're going at it hammer and tongue. But I think we've been through the pack once for the next few laps, and Trouser makes his move on this straight. He keeps trying to get that cutback, does he, Milan? Wow, he's done it. He's done it a couple of times. He's trying it a few times, but that's put Brad's all over the back of him now. And look, let's not count out this fella. This fella's pulled himself right in this battle now. He's pulled himself right in this battle now. You could throw a blanket over these cars. At least Trouser, Milan, and Brad, you could throw that, and Scotty, you could throw a blanket over all of them. Is Milan got enough to make his move? No, he hasn't. Is DSL Brad? Oh, I thought DSL Brad was getting close to stick it down the inside. Scotty's just stuck in his DRS train at the minute. Scotty just can't do anything. He just needs one of these to leave him a gap. Yeah, look at that. He's out. Completely ignored that, mate. Good shout, Frank. Rostocker, your man's out in front by 4.7 seconds. Trouser staved off. Mate. Yes, Rostocker. Your man's out in front. Yeah, that's what a TV should do. Any coaching from you, Stocker, that'd be fantastic. So right, lap 23, just about to go on to lap 24. We'll put your man on screen for a little bit, Stocker. There he is, doing what he needs to do. Having an absolute fantastic drive. And you know what? He fully deserves this, Diablo. Fully deserves this, because the way he made them hard tyres start right at the beginning of the race, that's what's got him to where he is now. That's what's got him to where he is now. Milan, he overtakes Trouser. He's got Brad just behind him. There you go. If you want to check his ERS out, or if you're talking to him, he can let you know. But I like that. The team principal's in a voice chat with his driver. Absolute fantastic. Brilliant. Absolute brilliant. Ah, look at that. I'm so proud of him. 80, I'm so proud of him at the moment. Don't, Rostocker. Don't. Diablo in a little while will just be doing a Kimmy. Just let me drive. Stop disturbing me. So we got Reevski's making moves on his soft tyre, but I just can't take my eyes off this. I can't, not at the minute. Milan's gone down the inside, and there's that. Him going down the move there, going to put him under pressure from Brad. That's the question. Scotty's fell slightly a little bit off the back of these. But that could have been the Constantina effect of one. Oh, Frank. I wasn't going to say it. Oh, Reevski's your driver as well. He's making gains. He's got 3.5 to find on that 13 lap. So you got 2. Milan's got in front of Trouser again. And poor Brad's sitting there in 4th. He just ain't been able to do anything. Either Scotty as well. And you know what? I said it a couple of laps ago. I'm going to do it again. Call me R-Kid. Look at that. Look, he's got no end plate on his car. And he's still sitting there being competitive in 6th place. It's actually going off here. Let's jump on board with Brad. Look at the ERS on Brad. Jesus Christ. He's over 5 seconds now. Lap 25. Got basically one sector and 3 laps to go for Rostocker. Rostocker's sitting there with his all 5 fingers. He's got his toes crossed, his legs crossed, his arms crossed. Iani nicks his fastest lap. He nicks the fastest lap of Reevski. But this has been sub-battle for the last 10 odd laps between Trouser, Milan, Brad, Scotty. Well, I say battle from Brad and Scotty. They're not really been able to do anything. They're just sitting there watching all of this play out. Now, with the amount he's got in the tank, what can Brad do? But Brad's quite far back. Is Milan. Milan's going to make his move now. Brad's too far back to be able to do anything here. It's just, don't know how many overtakes there's been between Milan and Trouser this race. Even Scotty's not going to be able to do anything. Call me R-Kid's just there, he can't do anything. Scotty's gone a little bit deep there, he might lose some time on the exit. Trouser's all over the back of Milan. Took a lot of curb there, the Trouser, but he'll be alright. Think so. Oh, caution sector 2, what's that? Oh, Stocker's heart was in his mouth. No. I reckon if Trouser got a bit close there. I reckon if that caution would have turned into something else, I reckon Stocker, and here goes Manic. Oh, that brave move round the outside, Eminem style. Brad he went round the outside just like Eminem did. What a move from Trouser. What a move. And here comes Brad now. Here comes Scotty. Milan's coming under huge pressure now. But yeah, as I was saying there, if that yellow flag would have turned into anything else, I'm sure Stocker would have been sliding into Frank's DMs after the race. Here comes Brad. Brad's just holding off. Oh, here comes a Kulmiarkid, Milan, and Kulmiarkid and Milan have gone off the track. Kulmiarkid and Milan have gone off the track. Oh, wow. The two that were running away with the race right at the very start. Brad's overcooked it slightly into the braking zone. As that overtake on Milan cemented Trousers second place in this race. Because it looks like Milan and Kulmiarkid, their battles now, I believe, is just going to be between themselves, albeit Milan just took 3 tenths out of Scotty. But what an overtake there by Trouser. What an overtake. What an overtake by Trouser. That was absolute fantastic. Let's go back to this guy for a minute. He's just done what he needed to do. Lap 27. Coming round. Got 1 corner to go to start his penultimate lap. You can see the guys there just coming round in the background. Got a big healthy lead. Been absolute fantastic today is Diablo, but let's not big him up too much yet. He's still got some time to go. Trout, we're going to go back to this gap here. We're going to go back to this battle here now. What was a 5-car battle is now turned into a 3-car battle. I'm going to jump on board with Brad. Brad's going to try and get himself as close as he can. Oh, maybe not that close, Brad. Maybe not that close, Bradders. Trousers. I think getting that close has kind of compromised his exit, Brad, so he's not going to be able to make anything stick this time round. But then Trouser went a little bit deep in it. It seems he's had a little bit of trouble with that corner this race, this Trouser. Oh, Brad. My heart. Oh, Brad. Don't do that when you're on board with you, please. It's now dropped under 6 seconds, but I reckon he's got enough in the bag, is Diablo. I think, Frank, we've just seen it drop to 5.7. I think Rostock has told Diablo to pull it in, change his engine mode, and just get to the end of the race. Engine mode 4. There goes Brad now. You feel it's going to be near. Well, not you feel. It's going to be his last opportunity. So we're now moving on to lap 29. He's hoping not to outbrake himself as he did last time. He wants to get as close because he's still far back on the DRS. Is he going to have enough? Is he going to have enough to get Trouser? Will Trouser go defensive, or Trouser feels he's got enough on the racing line? Now, what's Brad's exit like? So much better this time round. But then Manic has an equally good one. Prowler right at the end, 3-second time penalty. Unlucky, bud. Here we go. It looks like Trouser may have done enough to stave off for this time. For the time being. Been an absolute fantastic race-long battle between Trouser, Brad, Scotty. Let's not forget Milan and Kulmiarkid also. They were very much a part of this as well and made this race what it is. We're going to wait to get down this DRS zone, and then we're going to move to the man of the moment. And we're going to let Rostocker see his drive and finish in first place. Will Brad have enough? I don't think he will. Stapes. He's okay. He's got 13 seconds to the car behind. So let's go to the man of the moment for one last time. Coming down the back straight. Let's keep an eye on them on that sector time. Kulmiarkid. It's alright. It's not going to interfere with his race. And Diablo crossing the line. An absolute fantastic victory for Diablo. What a strategy. Pulled the reverse strategy out. What a race from Trouser. What a race from Brad. Scotty MT. Shout out to Milan. Shout out to Kulmiarkid. Bit unlucky there with the end plate coming off. Great team principal in there from Rostocker also. Then we've got Friartuck, I believe. He's going to come home in 7th. We're going to have Plevenk come home in 8th. Reevski finishes in 9th. So Stocker has 2 of his drivers in the top 10. And we've got Reevesky and Rumpsky, 9th and 10th. We got Stapes in 11th. We got F1 Dave Riley in 12th. We got Craig MC in 13th. 1 Minute Matt. Big shout out to 1 Minute Matt. I know many other drivers would have stuck that car in the pit and retired in the pit lane, but he kept his nose down, cracked on, got himself up into 14th. Rattigan in 15th. Looked like Maggers is going to come home in 16th. Iani's, albeit with a penalty, is going to come home in 17th. We've got Preeks coming home in 18th. And then last but not least, by all means, Prowler coming home in 19th. Shout out to him. Absolute not a problem. Seeing a race like that, mate, it's been an absolute privilege to sit into this one tonight and cover Armand. Oh, yeah, I forgot they said that. Yeah, preset 3 isn't the one. Rattigan, that's why you're down in 15. You didn't have a setup on. Nah, no worries, boys. No worries, lads. Manic, fantastic, mate. Makes a big difference when you're not stuck in a DRS train, doesn't it, Manic? Yeah, big shout out to my brother there. Good racing, lads. So yeah, Frank Milan, driver of the day for the sprint. And to be honest with you, I don't think I can't pick anybody else apart from Diablo. He had a fantastic race there. His first stint on them hards were fantastic. Shout out to Brad and Scotty coming from the positions they were. Mevlan, thank you, mate. But yeah, Diablo, I believe you're the driver of the day. Milan and Diablo, that's it, mate. But gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure sitting in tonight. Armin will be back next week, unless he flops again. But yeah, thank you to everybody for an absolute fantastic race tonight. Take it easy. Good luck to all of you for the rest of the season. And Stocker, go and pour yourself a beer, mate. You deserve it. Lads, I'll be back on Sunday for Legacy and my usual spot, and Tuesday for Masters, where we'll more than likely watch Lemons ruin another Tuesday night. Anyway, gentlemen, take it easy. Speak to you soon.